What's up, Alex?
How's it going? It's been a while since we actually met in person and spoken, and I'm very happy to see that you just started your YouTube channel.
Yeah, man. Exciting times,
Congrats.
exciting times. Really, really busy trying to juggle the business and filming and editing and all that. But yeah, it's exciting times.
I think it's a lot it's a lot that you've accomplished since you started out. So fresh out of university, you started your business, which is Start
Yeah,
Station, right? And then you moved on to Yoga Co, and then now you started the
the
faculty
faculty.
of
Calistenics.
calisthenics and yoga. And somewhere along the way, you actually trained yourself. You went for a YTT. I think you were in Bali for quite
Yes,
a couple of weeks
for a month. Yeah,
to become a yoga instructor. And then yeah, I mean it's so nice to see how you progress, and it's so nice to see how you've actually formed the different communities, whether it was at Core Collective where you started, or then yoga co, and then now at the faculty. Yeah. And I'm sure that you already had some following before this, because you
yeah.
were already teaching at other places, right? So I think let's not jump the gun. I will not say too many things about you. We'll start off very nicely by you telling us or telling me a little bit more about yourself and the businesses that you're running.
All right, cool. So I've been doing calisthenics and teaching calisthenics for actually close to 7 years, I think. Yeah, just started with just teaching at multiple studios, and right off after uni, we started Start Station. Me and my partner, we started Start Station. So basically, we just do calisthenics classes outdoors at fitness corners all around Singapore. And then, yeah, somehow it grew quite quickly, that Start Station, and we moved into Core Collective, which was where I reconnected with you, because
Yes.
actually we knew each other way before that.
Yeah.
Like kind of like I've seen you before and all that, and then we met again in Core Collective. So yeah, so I think Core Collective really helped us kind of get more reach, I guess, and build a name for Start Station from there. And then yeah, Yoga Collective was basically was quite lucky lah, actually, because I was also doing a few classes at Yoga Collective when we were still at Core Collective doing Start Station there. And then I got a chance to buy over the company.
Mm-hmm.
So bought over the Yoga Collective and rebranded into the faculty. And yeah, right now it's the faculty of Calisthenics and Yoga.
And it's one location or one studio at the moment.
One location, one studio. But there's kind of two studios. We have two levels. So one level for calisthenics, one level for yoga. And it's just everything under one roof. Everything that I do personally, which is calisthenics and yoga, under one roof. So
Nice.
that's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
And how do you then differentiate between the Start Station brand and the faculty brand, or have you already merged it into one?
Yeah. So initially when we kind of transition over to the faculty, it became a little bit confusing to us, because okay, where do I draw the line between Start Station and the faculty? And we realized that the faculty is kind of the studio, the business. Start Station is more of the community. So actually, before this COVID thing happened, Start Station turned into more of a calisthenics community, where we would meet up once a month or once every 2 weeks to just have fun at some fitness corner, just do some calisthenics jamming session. And that's what we changed Start Station into. But because of COVID, we can't continue that at the moment. But yeah, we are excited to start again after this.
Right. Yeah. And since you
Yeah.
brought up the word or the term community, right?
Yeah.
How then would you define the community that you've created? So is the Start Station community a subset of the faculty community? And who comes and falls under this community?
Yeah. So right now, the Start Station community is actually like what you say, is a subset of the faculty community, because when we were doing Start Station, the focus was really calisthenics. Right. So it's calisthenics, strength training, and learning new skills, gymnastic movements, most of them are like that. That is the start station community. The faculty community is like are like people who do calisthenics, they do yoga, they join both of them together, and they are into like functional movements. So it's a little bit more. So the faculty community is actually bigger than the start station community, but the start station community fits in with these faculty people.
Nice,
Yeah, so
nice.
that's how it is. Yeah.
So
And it's
everyone,
actually not even like something that we plan, right? It's not like
right?
we plan to, oh, okay, I want to create a start station community, I want to create a faculty community. It just happened to just, I don't know, just gel so nicely together because I'm the one who's kind of started the community, right? So they follow me, start station, they follow me, faculty. So it's like, birds of the same feather flock together, right? So
Yeah, exactly right. So, but would you say that there are certain alignment in terms of value or vision or direction that is similar between Start Station and the faculty that the followers or the community actually can relate to?
yeah, I guess the main like similarity between most of us, or rather all of us, is that we are always striving to be better. We are always trying to see, okay, how do I improve even better? If I'm strong, how do I get more flexible? If I'm flexible, how do I get more strong? So it's always about moving forward. And at the same time, we do it in a very chill way. It's not like, wow, very serious. I need to do 10 pull-ups. I don't care. It's not somehow everyone in this community is like, okay, I want to do my 10 pull-ups, but I'm gonna be patient with myself. I'm gonna do what I need to do, but I'm not gonna push it. Like somehow the vibe is like it's a vibe, bro. It's like so hard to explain a vibe. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yes, yes, yeah, I understand. Yeah, and I guess the only way that you could actually feel the vibe is to be come for a session or come for a couple of
For sure.
sessions, right? You
For
can't
sure.
just read about it or maybe. So I guess one of the questions I was going to ask is how do you communicate this vibe? How do you communicate to people that this is who we are and this is what we do, such that more people will want to be a part of the community?
I guess the main way that we kind of reach out to new people is through Instagram. And how we communicate through Instagram is definitely is through your captions. So you gotta speak the language of the community, right? So if your community is a kind where it's super goal driven, then the way you gotta communicate that in your captions or in the way you do marketing would be everything's about achieving that goal.
Mm,
If
mm.
your community is the kind of community of people that, okay, we are goal driven, but we are also like chill about it, then there's a different way to communicate that and phrasing and all that. So actually, even before people come to our studio and experience the community in studio,
Mm.
somehow we tend to also like attract people who are kind of the same vibe, same wavelength, and when they come in, first step into the studio is like, hey, this guy is like, how did this is so like, it's like it's so like nice, like so perfect. Like, and I think it takes time to kind of build that vibe that is consistent in studio and on Instagram, on socials, and through our marketing.
At which point do you think you found the sweet spot, in all of this, in terms of how you communicate, what is the vibe? And I mean, it's not just yourself, right? It's
For sure.
also Ash, your partner, and it's also all the other instructors that are
Yeah.
um, coaching and training in your, whether it's Start Station or the faculty.
In fact, I think it all started to kind of gel together when we got the faculty. So I think the faculty was like kind of the tipping point where we can really identify our community. And actually, even before we identified our community, the people who, I mean, the clients that are regulars at our studio, they are the ones who are saying like, oh, we are like a clique, like, so in their language it's clique, but it's basically a community. Like everyone's quite similar. Like we are on the same wavelength. In training, we have the same goals. We have the same approach to achieving our goals. And I think it grew quite organically, and it just took time for us to see that, I think.
Mm. Is there a end goal that you're hoping to reach in terms of how big or how large you want this community to be?
To be honest with you, I feel that it's not about the quantity of people in that community. I feel it's the
Okay.
quality of the community.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, I don't know, but I mean, it would be nice to have like a huge community all over Singapore and the region and all that. But I feel that quality is more important, because once it grows too fast, like when you get too fixated about, oh, I need more people, then it becomes more of, it's just a business. It's a business where you just want more clients. So it's not about that. It's about the feeling. It's about like the energy that you share with each other. And that is how I would say would be like a successful community, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
where
Mm-hmm.
everyone is aligned. And yeah, I feel like if it grows too quickly and not organically, then it is hard to maintain that consistency, I feel.
Understand. I feel for your answer on that as well, right? And you know, you mentioned success, right? Then what would be a success metric, right? To use. Everyone is very data driven nowadays, right? So
Mm.
how do you quantify or qualify that you've been successful in building a good quality community? What are the things that you would use to measure that?
I think I would look at it more of the longevity of like the kind of community membership that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel that yes, we can build a successful community where everyone's aligned, but for how long are we staying aligned together? Is it
Mm.
just for a month? Like, oh, we are always goal driven, we are together, we are doing it the same way, but only for a month, and then after that, no more, or what?
Mm.
Or is it like
Mm.
years? So I feel that that's how I would see it. It's like if I keep on seeing new people and it keep on changing, then I feel like maybe it is not really a kind of successful community. I feel that a successful community would mean even 5 years from now, I would still see my clients who joined me years ago. Even maybe if they have moved on to other things, they're still part of the community. They will still come down for meetups, for gatherings, for street jams with calisthenics, and all that. So I feel that that's it for me.
Mm.
I don't know how else to quantify to quantify um like the success of my community, I feel.
But I mean, is a good answer because we all know that with community, you're talking about long-term game, right? So
Yeah,
you're not expecting anything from a short-term kind of milestone or window. So uh, your answer is wonderful, right? Because minimum 6 months, 12 months, and I guess it's only time will tell, right? And the fact
yeah,
that you have moved on from Start Station to Yoga Co to faculty, and I'm sure you
faculty,
have grown the community, right? It's in the number
for
of
sure. Yeah,
people, so that in itself is success, right? So
yeah,
I guess we will probably track at every, or you will probably track maybe at every quarter or year, say, hey, how much have we grown? How much have we grown? And when we talk about growth, it's about how many of these people are still doing, in terms of whatever you started doing with them in the first place. Yeah. Oh, very nice. Yeah. And has there been any, challenges along the way, like looking for instructors that are aligned with you, or, looking for a good rental space, or okay, rental maybe not because you already had that space from the
yeah.
beginning. Yeah, but yeah, it'd be
Yeah,
great to share some challenges in terms of the whole community building part.
yeah, I guess the challenge was more towards finding the right instructors that are aligned
Mm,
with the mission and the vision of the faculty, and and the direction that we want to go, the approach that we want to take. And really, it will take time, because it's kind of almost like a trial and error process, because you can't really tell like, okay, we are really suited for this, or this instructor is really suitable for our place, unless we give them a shot and
Mm.
and and give them like few months or so to see, okay, we are quite aligned, and how do we work together better, or maybe there's no fit. And yeah, I think that was one of our challenges when we just took over ownership of the yoga collective. And I feel that that is also a reason why we decided to rebrand the faculty, because rebranding to the faculty of calisthenics and yoga makes it um, it makes it a bit easier to define the kind of vibe, I would say, that we want to go towards. Because coming from a very street style strength approach of calisthenics,
Mm.
the yoga collective as a company name does not really relate lah. You get what I
Yes,
mean? So
yes, I agree.
the faculty of calisthenics and yoga, I feel, matches my personality much more, matches the personality of our community much more, and it also kind of attracts the same type of instructors that would want to teach at our place. So yeah, we took a couple of months, I think like a good 3 to 4 months trial and error, this one instructor after the other, and finally I think now our team is quite solid, like we are on track, and yeah, exciting times coming.
I mean, I really love the name, the faculty, right? It's got that university vibe to it, right? But
Yeah,
at the same
because it's
time,
all about education, right? At
exactly,
the end of the
yeah,
day.
yeah. So education is probably one of the key pillars, in what you do, because it's
Yeah,
educating the normal fitness person on, hey, why not you try body weight exercise, calisthenics, because it could be possibly adding a different kind of strength training to your routine. So
definitely.
I really love the word or the name faculty. What about success stories? You mentioned longevity, right, of the client. So what percentage of the people would you say have been with you from when you first started at Start Station?
Wow, this is an interesting question, because we actually just had this conversation with some of our regulars like just last week. So yeah, so we have a few classes here which is like more advanced class, and it's mostly people who have been following me for quite some time. That's why they are now in the advanced class. And we were just like discussing like, oh, who joined first and who has been training with Haaziq for the longest time. And then when we started to really like think about it, I realized that there are actually people who followed me from Start Station when I just started, when I used to have only like 1 or 2 people in my class at Bedok Fitness Corner, and they followed me all the way from there to Start Station at Core Collective, all the way to Yoga Crew, all the way till now faculty. So I think we do have a significant amount of people actually, when we think about it, they actually follow us from outdoor. So I think that was when I realized that, you know what, actually I am building a community. Before you actually reached out to me to talk about this community thing, I did not even think of oh, I am building a community, or I want to build a community. It's
Mm,
just,
mm.
but when you raised it up to me, then I was like thinking about it, like, yeah, I am building a community. Like, so it's quite cool now that you brought it to light.
Amazing. Yeah. And actually, so did you, when you discovered that, there are actually quite a lot of people that have been following you all the way, right? Did you think about, hey, we should reward them for something, or was it just by the way thought, or by the way realization? Was there any further
So
steps that
actually,
you're taking?
yeah, so actually even before, like, before I realized that, okay, I have built a community of people who followed me all this while, we I mean we are just like this. We tend to kind of reward regulars who have been with us for some time. And yeah, that's the perks of coming to the faculty and start station is like, because to me, I don't feel like, okay, I'm your coach, you are my client. I feel like I know you for so long, you are my friend. We come to train, I train you, we train together, and it's just fun, right? So I think that's kind of the reward kind of thing, that like rewarding them for being kind of loyal, or rather sticking with us through all
Mm.
this while.
Mm.
And yeah, is even before the thought of community came up, it's always been like my practice to do this. Like,
And hey, you can even consider doing a lifetime membership, or hit X number of sessions and you qualify for lifetime membership.
only
Yeah, and then you pay X one lump sum, right? And then you qualify you for life, right? Okay lah, maybe life would be a bit difficult to track, right? Maybe it would be an annual membership, right? Instead of doing like a pay as you go or package session, just do an
yeah,
annual membership lah. Yeah, but
annual
maybe
membership. Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
cap it lah, to maximum 300 sessions a year, or something like. Hey, it's something for you to think about.
Hey Alex, you'll be surprised how fast my clients can finish 300 sessions. You'll be surprised.
So they're coming at like what, 3-4 times a week, or more than that, some of them.
Bro. Okay, 3 to 4 times a week is the like standard. Okay.
Right.
There are some people who come even multiple times a day, bro.
And they pay, but so they're paying what, minimum?
So they would be on our unlimited package, the monthly unlimited.
There's a monthly
Yeah,
unlimited.
because
Okay.
because like what we offer at the faculty is so diverse, right? So even if you train 2 to 3 times a day, your body still can take it, because you go for one strength training class, and then you go for one stretch class,
Mm.
and then you go for one meditation class.
Mm.
So it's a whole package, you know. So some of them really 3 times a day. Some of them until I have to tell them, okay. Next few days, don't come to my studio. Go and rest at home. And so you said 300 sessions per year, right, bro? Not enough.
Okay. I underestimated that, but I mean that's amazing to hear, right? That the guys
Yeah.
are coming back so often. And do you have like a chill area in the space where
Yeah,
people
bro.
can hang
We
out?
do.
Yeah. And
We
I need
do
to
actually.
come. I need to come. I need to come and check
You need
out
to
the
come,
space.
bro.
Yeah.
We have a bean bag, and like it's just lepak, bro.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that offer out. You really need to come, right? And you talk about the faculty as well as Start Station being something that you created, right? It's your brand. Do you at any one point see that you might be taking a back seat from all of this? And how then do you ensure that whoever else is running the show, or whether it's the teachers or the studio manager or whatever you want to call this person, is still able to continue the legacy that you've started?
Well, that sounds heavy, man. Continuing the legacy, man.
Continuing what you started, just remove the
No.
legacy.
Yeah, no. I'm just playing with you, right? But I totally get it, right? Because I mean, from a business point of view, definitely there will be a point of time where I need to take the back seat and let it run on its own and all that. And I've thought about it. In fact, I thought about this even before the faculty, when we're just doing Start Station only. And at that point of time, I felt like it cannot happen, because at that point of time, I felt like I am so synonymous with the business and with the brand that if I take myself out of it, it's no longer what it is. But after 2 years plus doing this, and now in the faculty, we have close to 11 other instructors in the faculty. I'm beginning to see like it can actually happen. It's slowly happening, and definitely it will take time. Like I said, like choosing the right instructors that fit the culture of the studio and the community that we are trying to build here. I think that if I were to figure out when am I ready to take the back seat, it's when I know that my team is synonymous with my mindset, with the way I think, with the way I want to progress. And it's all about patience lah. to get to that level. Because if you rush it and then you try to take a back seat, then you're kind of gonna lose that community. Because the truth is, there's a lot of students who follow like instructors, not just, even if like you're not a studio owner, like even if you're just a normal instructor teaching at a studio, there's a lot of students who follow an instructor. Like if you were to change studio, like you stop teaching at studio A, you go to studio B, students will follow some of these instructors to studio B.
Mm.
And that could happen lah. If you are a business owner and you are also a coach at your own place, if you take a back seat, that could also happen. Like your students like, oh, okay, Haaziq's not teaching anymore. Haaziq is no longer like leading the faculty. Should I still continue the faculty? That could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you gotta just be careful lah. You gotta wait for the right time. Wait for the right time.
But what then would you say would be the active steps that you take or can take to wait for the right time? Because when you say wait for the right time, that means that, let's see how it goes, and when the time is right, the time is right. But should there actually be
Actions
some
taken towards
exactly in the back end, right? Whether it's the way you communicate information or the way that the instructors are communicating. Yeah, I mean, maybe you can share a bit about that.
I think I kind of like said it just now, right? Like how we go through the process of choosing the instructor and seeing the fit and all. And I feel that through that process, you would eventually get this team of people that's like part of the community as well. Like they're not just an instructor at the studio; they are also part of this community. So it's like eventually it's gonna be like someone within this community that is leading the community, and that's what I feel I am kind of not say waiting for, but I cannot take a back seat until that happens. Until I know that my instructors are also part of the community and they are leading the community. You kind of get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I like that, and it makes good sense, because it's like the people within the community then are coming out to be leading the community, and because of that, there is a lot more stickiness, right? Because they are already from the community, right? So by coming out and being an instructor and taking the lead from you, whether or not you're still actively in the business, it's quite natural that you don't have to go and try and find the right formula because beginning already you got it right? So then naturally the flow, that's a very, very good strategy, and it's a very, very good way, I think, to ensure that there is longevity, sustainability, and ability for you to grow. I'm sure within the expansion you would want to have 2 faculties, 3 faculties, maybe not just around Singapore, but maybe the region, right? So that's the way to grow. And that's
in fact, I just thought about this, right? Looking back, actually, there have been some point where I had to take leave or something. Like something happened, I'm not able to teach a class or 2, and my instructors are also busy with their own classes and their own program. And actually, I got some of my students to teach the class. Yeah, so that happened before. So I have some of my students they are also certified trainers, but maybe they were not into calisthenics before. And then when they joined me, they started to be more focused on calisthenics. And they're actually one of my more advanced practitioners and advanced students right now. Sometimes when I have to go fishing, for example, I have to take 1 or 2 days off. Yeah, they can cover me, and it's cool because all the other students know them as well. They are part of the community, and they are recognized for being one of those people who have progressed so much, and now being an advanced practitioner in calisthenics, it's easy for the other students to actually learn from them as well, because it's like, damn bro, you did it, man, you did it. Like I saw you do it, I saw you progress, and I will learn from you because I know that you did it yourself, right? And yeah, I think that could also be one way that I can take a step back in the future. Maybe I have I have a academy for calisthenics coaches from
Mhm.
community, and I teach them how to teach calisthenics properly. Of course, they need to be certified fitness trainers as well. But yeah, that could be one way that I can move forward.
No, that's a very, very good example also of how a good success story example, right?
Yeah,
Because of the community, because of how they progress, they can actually come out and teach a class when you are not available. Yeah, that's very nice to hear, right? And so for individuals, right, that let's say are coming out to start their own thing, a solopreneur, entrepreneur, they're into fitness or into yoga or whatever, and they want to start something on their own. How important would you say to them, right, is actually building community, and what are the things that you think or feel that they should do or should not do? Just some blind spots that they should avoid.
I think one blind spot that most people may miss out is that they rush to get the numbers.
Mm,
So too much outreach,
mm,
but no quality.
mm,
I feel that it's more important. I would rather get one true follower that follows me because he or she believes in my direction, believes in my mission, my whatever, rather than having so many people at the start, especially.
mm,
Because once you get that 1 or 2 person who puts their full trust on you, their friends, their family, the people they hang out with, the other people that they work out with are gonna be are gonna follow eventually. Because when they talk about you, they talk with passion
mm,
because they are really like, okay, I am really following you. So I feel that as you should not be trying to like, okay, I want to get like 100 people following me as fast as possible when I'm just starting out. When you're just starting out, I feel keep the group small, but make sure that you're giving them the highest quality, the highest value that you can give to them, and prove to them that you are someone that can be trusted, someone that if they follow will bring them to where they want to go. And I think that's like my main advice to people who are just starting out. That's the most important thing.
and this you're saying naturally will have its own organic
Yes,
reach for a
yes,
community to form lah, right? So
definitely,
it
definitely.
don't need to actively go out there and say I need to build a community, right?
Yeah,
Just focus on the quality ones, and then slowly through word of mouth, through referral, that's where the
yeah.
community will grow.
Because that I feel personally that is the strongest way to achieve a successful community. Because like I said, right, I did not even think of creating a community. I created a community organically
Mm,
because I was only focused on providing value. And
mm,
I think that is something that some people might miss.
mm, mm. Nice. And if there was one other tip, right, that you would want to give somebody from a more general business direction, not so much a community direction,
Yeah.
what would this tip be?
If you want to talk like specifically about like trainers, right? Trainers who want to go out there and become
Mm, mm,
entrepreneurs,
mm,
solopreneurs. I think really it sounds really cliche, but it's really never give up
mm,
because like you will get a lot of challenges and you will face times where your classes only got 1% or like nobody sign up for your classes. You will have those moments. And the most important advice I can give is to know your value, trust in your value, and just keep going. Because in this like how many years that I've been doing from start station until now, I've had so many of those. I've had so many times where I wake up in the morning, I'm like, do I really want to still do this? Like, is it worth it or not? Like, I'm not even getting enough money. Nobody follow me. My class from 5 people, everyone cancel now, left one. Is it worth it or not? I'm doing this. But at the end of the day, if I had quit then, I would not have the faculty now. I would not be where I am today. And I would say it's really, really just know what you want and just keep going. That's all. Nothing fancy to it. Nothing fancy to it.
And what about support structures? How important do you think that is, and where could people possibly be getting it from?
I feel that I was quite lucky because I started this with Ashley, which is my partner. So she's my pillar of support basically. There will be times where I feel like giving up. She'll be the one telling me, no, 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 no. You got to
Mm,
do this. You
mm,
started for a reason. Finish what you started,
mm.
right? And there will be times where she's the one who's feeling like, are we really? Is it really worth doing this? And I'll be the one saying, no, 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 no. You told me this yesterday. Today you're gonna keep going, right? So I've been very lucky to have Ashley around, and I know that there's not everyone will be that lucky to have someone who is always there with you, like giving you encouragement and pushing you to go forward. But I feel that there's a lot of other people who are probably in the same boat, other
Mm.
instructors, other yoga people who are trying to be entrepreneurs as well. And I think that that's where you can get support from people who are facing the same challenges as you. Yeah. So link up with new startups, link up with other instructors who you know that are also trying to start their own small business, do collaborations. I think that's a good enough support structure at the beginning.
Nice. Thank you for that tip. That's very good, right? And we're almost coming to the end of the session, Haaziq. Any exciting things that are happening in the faculty or in your life that you would like to share with us? Just a plug, lah. Please, please tell us.
I'm getting married in November, bro.
Oh, congratulations! Nice. It's just been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just 2 more months, I'll be married. That's one exciting thing
Nice.
coming in. Yeah. I mean, business at the faculty is doing good, even though we are facing this 50% capacity due to COVID and
It's
and
great
and
to
all
hear.
that. But
Yeah.
I think the community just kept it strong, and we are still going on. And nothing much can change for now until we reach phase 3. But yeah, but I feel that my YouTube channel is something that I'm very excited about. Every single day I wake up, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna shoot the most awesomest YouTube video today. Right? And I'm just gonna keep on pushing it. So that's one thing that I'm looking forward to every day now.
Okay, nice. And I'll be for sure to add the YouTube link in the
Yes,
article and
yes.
in the
The
description
channel
so
is
people
Get
can look.
Ziki, Ziqqy. Get Ziki.
Nice. Yeah. And okay, if not, that's all for today. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Alex. Thanks for having me.
No problem. My pleasure.